Alright, so hello and welcome. Today we will be doing the Advent of Cyber 2025 Day 10 challenge, which is about the SOC alert triage. So the problem we have is that modern security tools generate thousands of alerts daily, and some of them are false, or some of them are low priority, or some of them are actually critical alerts. So finding out the critical alerts at the moment, and so we somehow need to find the critical alert at that moment. I will just explain later in this challenge. Just let me just tell you the story simply. So the SOC team is getting so many alerts and they don't know which one is the and they are confused which one to act on, which one is the critical one and which one is like not critical one. So it's our job to find out which alerts are the critical and which one are not. The learning objective of this room are we will talk about how to triage, like sort and prioritize security alerts, and then we will also learn how to use the Microsoft Sentinel, which is the cloud security monitoring tool, and then we will look at logs and figure out what's real and what's noise, and then based on that we will decide if we want to keep, and based on that we will decide what alerts matter. So basically in this room we don't have any attack box and stuff. So right here, as you can see this, we will click on this Microsoft Azure. So let me just open it, and from here we can just copy any of those credentials to log into it. Let me just copy this one. You can actually copy any of them. So I just copy that and paste it here. Now let's copy the password, paste here, sign in. This has some problem. As you can see, we are on the interface of the Microsoft Azure, right? And let's go back. We have successfully logged in. Let's just click on this check. Now let's just move to the task 2. So we will just talk about what is the problem and what is the triage thing we just said. As I said above in the story, that the SOC team gets flooded with alerts, and they have got so many alerts that they can't investigate everything at once. And some of the alerts are false, some of are low priority, and some are actual attacks happening right now. So how we will find this? We will use the triaging. So what this means is sorting alerts by priority, so you focus on what matters basically. And right here, as you can see, it has like 4 key factors, and right here, as you can see, triage has like 4 key factors. So first one we have is the severity level. It just tells us how serious the alert is, and it has like something rating from informational to critical. Like let's say one alert is informational, another is low priority, another is medium, another is high alert, another is high priority, and another is critical. So what we will do is to just focus on the critical and check the rest of the alerts later when we get free. Like for example, let's say someone install a malware or something on the server, so it's a critical one and we have to investigate it right now. And let's say we have another alert that says user log in from new location. So this is informational alert. It might be suspicious, but we need to focus on the critical one, and we will check the informational one later. Next we have the timestamp and frequencies. So basically it tells us when did this thing happen, when did this alert happen. So basically it tells us when did this thing happen, that's in the alert. And it also tells us is it happening regularly, or just like it also tells us like is it happening repeatedly, or once in a month, or something like this. Like let's say there is alert, and previously it was fired out like 3 months ago, and now it's happened today. So we know that it happens like after 3 months. Let's say there are another 50 alerts, and all of these alerts happen in just 30 minutes. So we know that's active attack. And another we have the attack stage. It basically gives us the information about the stage of attack, like is it in the reconnaissance stage, or is it in the persistence stage, or is it in the data exfiltration stage. And after that we have the affected asset. It gives us information about which system or server or user is involved or affected. Like let's say we have 2 servers, like one is for the customer and another is for testing purpose. So like let's say both of these compromise at once, so our focus should be on the customer one because it has all of the customer data. The testing server is also bad to compromise, but we need to focus on the critical one. So this is what the triage process look like, and we need to focus on all of those 4 factors, and based on that we can then decide. Let's just also click on this check and move to this task 3. So they are just telling us to move this Microsoft Sentinel. I will just tell you what this is and all of this stuff. So this is the interface of Microsoft Azure. What we will do is, this is the search bar. We will search Microsoft Sentinel, and right here we will just click on this one. So what's actually the Microsoft Sentinel? It's something like that collects security log from all the system and show you alerts. It's something that collects all of the log from different system and show you alerts when some suspicious stuff happens. And let's see what we do after that. We will click on this general, then log, and then this thing. After that we will just click on this thing, and then we will click on the logs. Okay, after clicking on the logs, we will just click on this time range set custom, and we will just go back some months and alerts from previous months. So let's click on the apply and make sure this is written over here, and then we can just click on the run. We will now wait to load it. It will just load these alerts, as you can see. So yeah, we are done with this task as well. So now in task 4 we will start our investigation. So first of all, let's just click on this one, and after that we will just click on this incident under the threat management. And if you see similar page, we will just refresh the page, and now we don't see the previous, see something like this. Next, what we will do is to click again on this and make sure to set the custom range to last 30 days. Now right here there are so many alerts. For some reason I'm not getting just these alerts. I tried a lot, but let's find out this specific one. As mentioned here, they said they will just see this alert in detail. So let's find out exactly this one. So as you can see, there are 3 events on alerts, and here it's privilege escalation. So let me just find this one. As you can see, this one looked the same, but the events and alerts are different kind of. So we will search for another one. Let's check this one. Yeah, this looks exactly the same. So we have got 3 events on alerts, and from these 3 server, the alert came that somebody is trying to gain more higher level privileges or permission. This Linux priv means privilege escalation, like someone is trying to get higher permission. And the kernel module insertion means like someone loaded some malicious code in the very deep or base of the operating system. We can also click on this to see more detail about this alert. Let's just go back to this end. So we have some more text over here. If multiple alerts pointing to the same server or like user, it probably means they are part of the same attack. Like in this example, you can see the alert is someone logged in into the SSH from external IP. So this means the attacker logged in remotely from somewhere through the SSH, and the attack stage is like the initial stage. They just logged in and they will just now see ways for privilege escalation and then data exfiltration. Now we can just answer these questions. How many entities are affected by the Linux privilege polycat exploit attempt alert? So let me just copy this and go back to the Sentinel. Let's just paste this over here so that we can find out. Okay, as you can see, there are multiple alerts of the same thing with the same name, so it's kind of confusing. We need to either check all of these or somehow get the same alerts. Like this one, you are supposed to check this one, and you will just know that there are that much entities and alerts. So now that we don't have access to that, I'm just going to copy the answer from the video. Same, you will just click on this one in this, and for this one as well. We can just move to the task 5 next. Now let's just answer these questions. So first, let's do this one. What is the source IP address of the first successful SSH login? So you will come over here and type this right here, and we will find out the SSH login in this. So this is the one. Let's just copy this and because this is the first SSH login we can see is success. I don't see anyone, so yeah, let me just paste over here. And then let's answer these two questions. What is the external source IP that's successful logged in as root to app01? So for that we will use this KQL code, and let's just press on the run. Let's reread the question. What is the source IP? Okay, they are asking about the source IP. So this is the source IP, first SSH login. Let's just copy this one and paste right here. Yep, and the next one we have, aside from the backup user, what is the name of the user added to sudo group inside app01? So user mod user deploy, this deploy user is added to the sudo group. So yeah, let's just write sudo deploy. And now what is the name of the kernel module installed in web server 01? So for that we will use specific KQL code. Let me paste it here. We just change this thing, this host. So let's also run this. Now let's just reread the question. What is the module name? So what is the kernel module installed? So kernel module right here, this is the kernel module that's installed. So let's just copy this one and paste here. Actually it's malicious. Let me just copy this and paste here. And the next one is, what is the unusual command executed within the web server by this user? So this user, okay, this is the user, he used sudo to run this command. Let me just copy this and paste here, and boom, we have done this challenge as well.